Hey, Carl. Well, no comment from Verizon, but a source close to the situation confirms that Verizon is giving up on its plans for its media assets, including Yahoo and AOL, and is in talks to sell them. My source says it's in talks with Apollo and two other private equity firms, and it's expecting to arrive at a deal worth between $4 billion and $5 billion as soon as next week, with Verizon likely retaining a minority stake in the company. We reached out to Apollo and got a no comment. Now, this comes as Verizon looks to divest its non-core assets and invest in spectrum for its high-speed wireless offerings. Now, Verizon bought those two companies, AOL and Yahoo, for more than $9 billion and has already written down about half of that value. And that is a long way from back in January of 2000, when the two companies, then both public, had a combined value of more than $300 billion. Verizon's media business, which also includes news sites such as TechCrunch, last year reported nearly 6% decline in revenue. John?
Julia, it's interesting to think what went wrong at Yahoo, because it's too easy to think, oh, it was doomed to fail. But IAC is a $22 billion market cap right now. Yahoo could have at least been that. And they had good people. Dan Rosensweig running Chegg right now, which is doing quite well. He was there. Jeff Weiner, a lot of people forget, grew LinkedIn. He was there. Jimmy Pitaro, who you had on just a couple days ago. He was at Yahoo. They had good people. What happened?
Yes. Well, look, there are so many different stories wrapped up into this news today. But also just more recently, John, the question is what happened to build up its Yahoo media assets as a real alternative to Facebook and to Google, and that digital duopoly, as it's called in the digital media space. And I think more recently what we've seen is this effort to build up those digital advertising alternatives just couldn't compete amid an overall ad contraction and couldn't compete with Facebook and Google and that scale. So, we saw them sell off assets such as Huffington Post. They sold off Tumblr. Do you remember Tumblr? So this was already a pared down version of those two companies that they had purchased so many years ago.
Is this too much skating to where the puck was? There's a lot of action right now in these businesses, not focusing just on advertising, but diversifying into subscriptions, into courses, things like that. Yahoo would have been in a really good position to do some of that. IAC's done it. Vimeo, did a different model than advertising. Maybe not enough creative thinking when you get to just be a little part of a bigger company and they just want you to generate cash.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Verizon versus AT&T, these are two companies that at their core are about selling mobility, selling broadband and also wireless access. They have gone in such different directions. And I think the fact that we're seeing Verizon try to get rid of these media assets speaks to just how different the strategies have become. Obviously, we had AT&T not only buy and then divest DirecTV, but also make that massive deal, with Warner Media, and now have HBO Max as a key part of their portfolio. And on the other hand, you have Verizon saying, no, we are going to go focus exclusively on our core competency, which is wireless and buying up spectrum.